back. Teh Tarik Hour, the episode before Merdeka.
So fast you saying Merdeka. No, actually today we are doing a night show for today.
Yes, we are doing night show today. As always, you are blessed, not blessed. you are cursed to listen to these two so high, Azreen and
Kit.
Why? You forgot your name already?
No. I thinking on something because recently we are so busy. I mean, in work and some things we are paying. So even the weekday we have to squeeze the time for do the recording.
Merdeka is what? Merdeka is freedom, right? It's
freedom.
Bebas. You independence from the decolonization of other people over you.
You know, it's in Cantonese.
But now we are still.
The Merdekas, right? Merdekas, one is very funny. I mean, in Chinese terms, they are saying Merdekas in the term in Chinese is called because the Merdeka sounds in Cantonese is called Maitika.
Maitika.
I
never heard this before.
You never had this before.
Never.
You know what it means?
Why?
The rice going down the price.
What?
And this is some kind of I don't know. It's one joke is from my grand generations. They're saying Maitika is something like.
Means our stock go down, is it?
The rice go down, the price go down.
The value go down.
The value go down. It's just a joke, every
time Malaysia celebrates its birthday, our value goes down. Actually, in retrospect, that is true. Compared to Singapore, how far have we fallen?
I'm very sad now we're talking about Singapore.
We don't talk about that. We should talk about our proud as Malaysian because it is Merdeka week. As you all know, this episode should be live on the week of Merdeka.
Yes.
And this year, the celebration should be big compared to the previous year where we were still in lockdown.
Now we are 65.
But last year did we have celebration?
Last year.
I remember something happened during that time that we didn't have the
parade.
Or was that the year before?
I think last 2 years we are in the COVID.
No, 2020 for sure And 2021 I would say probably during the COVID time. But 2022
not really, right? No.
I remember that we didn't have a parade because some event happened, like a flooding or something. I don't remember.
This is the Klang's flooding.
Klang, is it?
The Klang, the Sri Muda. I mean, they don't want to do the parade. I don't know.
Because I remember something happened lah. Wow, why Malaysia recently so many natural disaster?
I know. I think the climate change not just Malaysia.
I mean, true lah. I mean, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Forest fire, man, like very terrible. And then I think in Los Angeles they have a hurricane there, man.
Climate change, we can say it's climate change, not just Malaysians,
Bro, and you remember how a lot of people used to say, "Wow, climate change not real one. Global warming is fake one."
No, I think it's more 20 more years later. I think no more Singapore already.
Huh?
This Singapore is sing.
No. Here's the thing. You what? You think like Singapore will sink and then it will cease to exist, right? Okay. But what I think will happen in 20 years, if Malaysia maintain as we are, right, we will become Singapore. Singapore will take us over, and then the entire peninsula is just Singapore already. So that small island can throw away already.
No, not really. I think this wouldn't be happen.
Given our current trajectory, you were so confident. I mean, if Malaysia continues to become so divisive as it is today with our recent election becoming, I mean, it's maintained status quo as you all know by now. The election result is that PN won the 3 expected states and opposition wins the PH wins the other 3 states which is so PH is Negeri Sembilan, Selangor, and Pulau Pinang.
Yes.
And then PN won the Kelantan, Terengganu, and
Pahang. Is it?
No,
not really. I forgot.
Pahang? No, Kelantan, Terengganu, and
Pahang. Not really.
No. Wow, we really don't care about the last state. Why do I always forget the last state? Kelantan, Terengganu, Kedah. Kedah. Yes, I still Malaysian. I remember. So yes, those are the expected state. And there's already big noise about it. Those 3 states, they want to create their own Merdeka logo, They don't want to follow the Madani design. They have their own Merdeka design already. You see how divisive already?
The 3 states become a Merdeka, their own cell.
Something like that, I guess. Some more, the funny thing, right? One of the design thing is the bintang thing, right? The bintang, is in our flag, it represents the states. But apparently, right, in that bintang, there's extra 1 bintang, apparently. I think we usually have 15?
14.
14. But apparently there it's got 16 bintang. The 16 stripe thing. So the extra 2 states, I don't know come from where. Magic states again.
Don't know.
But yes, like I said, if Malaysia continue this trajectory, if global warming or climate change really swallow the small island that is Singapore, I think Singapore would have made a move to buy out Peninsula Malaysia and leave out the states of Kelantan, Kedah, Terengganu.
Maybe we should come back to the Merdeka days. What's the Tunku Abdul Rahman's mentions? We are Persatu Badu, right?
Do you even remember what it was? TAR.
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 Oh, TAR.
TAR speech. I also don't remember. I only know Merdeka.
But seriously, we are the whole Malaysia. Is it Malaysia Merdeka? Is because we are get back our.
Well, we want our independence from the British colonies.
Yes. So we must, if let's say the time, I believe not just the Malays group of peoples, and I think it's a whole Malaysians, even Chinese and Indians, we are celebrate together. Even the Singaporeans, the Lee Kuan Yew, so they stand beside Tunku, their celebration for the independence. Yeah, you can see the history.
He was happy for Malaysia to gain independence.
I mean, they are joined Malaysia. Join Malaysia.
That was before Singapore decided to separate itself.
Yeah, they haven't separated yet.
Yes, okay, so of course. Yeah, I forgot. I'm like, I've always thought Singapore was never part of Malaysia. I keep forgetting. Singapore used to be part of the Malay Peninsula, right? And then after a while,
But if let's say Singapore actually is more closer than the peninsula compare with Sarawak and Sabah, because Sarawak and Sabah is the other side.
Is the what?
And some more the Sabah and Sarawak, their cultures
is more towards Indonesia, right?
And it's much different compared with our peninsula here. Even Singaporeans, Singapore and peninsula people is more and less is the same lah. Can say
compared to like Sabah, Sarawak.
Yes,
Borneo.
The Borneo side is different, They say Borneo already, Borneo side, Borneo lah. Here is our federal governments and the peninsula include Penang and Singapore,
Yeah, but we will never say that they are separate from us because they have natural resources. We need the oil, bro.
Hey, some of the time, actually the time we have to follow the Bangkok one. It's not follow the Beijing time, Now that we are follow the Beijing time, actually we go Bangkok. How come we are lost?
Timing is different.
Time different. We should follow the Bangkok because Bangkok is here.
Same as ours, right? But it's 1 hour difference, isn't it?
1 hour difference. If let's say East Malaysia is 1 hour different.
East Malaysia 1 hour different?
If let's say Sabah Sarawak, actually is their 1 hour different. In the zone actually is their 1 hour difference.
If that means if I go to Sarawak, is it
No, now it's no. We are consistent. It's one Malaysia already, consistent. Right?
I thought already he changed.
No.
You tell me, different time zones still.
If let's say you go Bangkok, if let's say Singapore, they follow the Bangkok time, and then Malaysia is follow the East Malaysia. You see, I go Singapore.
Different time already.
Different time already.
What, 1 hour into the future, was it? Or 1 hour into the past?
1 hour ahead.
Then you can say I'm from the future. No, it's a so high thing. I mean, okay. Back to the root of what we are today is that today's episode is about Malaysia
Merdeka.
And our Independence Day. Merdeka, it's how many already?
65.
65.
I'm not so sure. We check.
1957. Right. 1957. That's the
Mm.
year. So it's like 2023,
66.
something like that.
Are you Malaysian? Hello.
Here's the thing. This leads greatly to what I want to talk about is that
You
how
proud?
often do you even celebrate Merdeka anymore?
Only 1 day's holidays. No fun.
I'll be honest lah. I haven't had the spirit of Merdeka for I don't know how many donkey years already.
But how come Malaysian don't have the hangat and the what you call it? I proud because the
patriotism,
Merdekas, yeah. I proud then because the Merdeka things and make me Malaysian because we have a
Look, when I was younger, Merdeka was very fun. Okay, I remember
the parade, right?
not just the parade, all the way lead up to the parade and afterwards. We go out until midnight,
Yes.
lepak in the KL Tower. Oh no, KLCC there. Or you go any shopping mall, they have performances and everything. I remember, bro, I watched Beyond on Merdeka Eve, bro, in the shopping mall there. Beyond,
I know my kids' time, my child times, at the TV3 or TV2, they have a parade.
Yes.
And some more in,
I mean,
in Chowket, some more in Chowket, they pass by the
way back
Chowket,
lah.
the parade. Then wow, I see the
Okay, the thing is, I never went to Merdeka, the Merdeka, what? The Padang there, what's it called?
the
Near the-
Merdeka Square.
Merdeka Square. I never been there lah because I too lazy to go in the morning and see the parade. But I've always enjoyed going out on Merdeka Eve. Like definitely going to KLCC, definitely going to like Sungai Wang that time, where people like party like crazy doing Merdeka's Eve, man. Like back then we were really hangat. But over the years, right, I just feel like nowadays Merdeka is you spend 3 hours in the road in the traffic jam. Like there's no sense of celebration anymore lah, I feel. And the next day on the Merdeka day itself, most people just want to go shopping mall and relax.
Hey, this year the parade they're doing in Putrajaya, right?
Is it? I don't recall.
Not Putrajaya, is still Merdeka Square.
I think they usually do it in Merdeka Square, right?
Mm.
I don't recall anything
But
about
the city hall in Putrajaya now. Don't know lah.
But I mean Merdeka Square is like an institution, isn't it? Like it's always been there. Like they've always done it there lah, right? I don't think it's like I don't know, it's like breaking tradition. But then again, do you still celebrate Merdeka in a very patriotic fashion? Meh?
No, not really. Oh,
Are you Malaysian? I see.
just one day holidays for me. Maybe it's just
See, that's
31st.
the thing. We just
Trick is as a holiday.
treat it as a holiday lah. I recently saw Singapore punya Merdeka celebration. It feels like there is much more hangat. They have like people jumping off planes the paratrooper thing and then the stadium performance there.
They got the limitations of resources more.
But why their parade seems so big one? And our thing is like, what do you recall from the parade performances recently in Malaysia? Nothing.
No, nothing really.
I swear to God, like the only times I remember is like either we're stuck in a car or like long ass time ago when I used to go to like, concert or performances that's being held by shopping malls like that. Other than that, the celebration of Merdeka is I feel still missing. But what reason do you think, like, is there a reason why, or are we just not
You
seeing
see, the Merdeka days, even the different state, they also celebrate in differently.
Oh, yeah, lah. I mean,
Yeah,
like
how we go to?
PNO want to do their own team flag or whatever.
I think this is the politicians they have to put down this
divisiveness.
yes. Then we are together with all is Malaysians. No matter is you are Malaysian or you are other parties or whatever. Then we are joined together to celebrate this big day together. This is the meaning them.
I think I don't know. Like in my view of the things that happen right now, it's the consequence of the politicians implementing all this propaganda that Malay should have their own Malays, Indian should be Indian, Chinese should be Chinese, and we cannot like really come together. Tano, even your Mahathir still say all the Chinese and Indian who doesn't follow exactly Malay culture is not Malaysian. Like how can you be together when the former Prime Minister, two-time champion, okay? He's a two-time champion, okay? Two-time PM, He says something like that, basically undermining all the minorities here, like all the other ethnicity, unless you're Malay. Like, that's the only considered factor for being a true Malaysian. How can you achieve unity that way, man? And to be honest, right, Anwar is not doing so great in terms of like really uniting the country. And I can't fully blame him for it.
You see, what things will make us to reunions and unity again? What make Malaysian again to do this thing?
Make Malaysia again.
Yeah. I mean, we are so diversities already. You can see the society, the Malay group people. We are celebrating ourselves. The Chinese and group.
I mean, okay, like I also don't know what happened, man. Because I used to remember like our unique blend of culture is what makes us great, isn't it?
You see, last time, BN, you still got MCA, MICs, and then the UMNO, three party together. We can still see the impress the people's the reputation is very good. The surface is very good. It's still the Persatu Badu.
Yeah, but the thing
now,
is, right?
You see, so weak.
No, but the thing is, right? UMNO continue to play on the Malay card that it undermines MCA and MIC. Yes, they were that party, but MCA and MIC always been like follow along and get the scrap only from UMNO ma. And to add to that, who was the number one enemy for UMNO? DAP. And DAP is what? Chinese. Already that's already you plant the seed for there to separate them.
Why we so care about this so much? Because I think is we are one families, right? We are staying in one piece of land. Even the Indonesians or some other places like Thailand, this one actually is our enemies. We are families. We have got family issues. How we go to fight the enemies, fight the Indonesians.
We just sound like we are at war already.
No, I mean we are fight to other Southeast Asia countries. We ourselves we fight each other.
We used to be the best. Remember,
yeah, we used to be
the tiger of Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
We were the one, okay? We were leading the charge for Southeast Asia.
You see a tiger you body part, we fight here and fight there. How you go to fight for other? You see on your body.
But our tiger is already dying already. I mean, again, the fact of the matter is, what led to this, in my opinion, was the divisiveness pushed by, politician and everything. It come to the point where when you celebrate Merdeka, right, it feels fake because we are not really together. I tell you, man, like all this like KL or Selangor, they will have their own celebrations separate from states like Kelantan and Terengganu, who will have their own celebration. It's not like a togetherness anymore there.
You see that Johor Sultan also say Johorian.
Yeah, it's like
something like
really. I mean, I used to make that kind of joke also. I'm a KL boy, man. KL for life. But I don't take it that seriously, okay?
Johorian, you mean Johor is one part
of Johor is like
depart from Malaysia.
It's like a separate thing, like come on, but don't talk too much about TMJ. Later you can don't insult royalty, okay?
No, I'm MC the Unities.
But again, this idea we need to individualize everything and not really come together as a unity. It's I don't know. I think this year's Merdeka is not gonna be as fun. It's just gonna be like
just a show for
I mean, it's a show for Anwar to really show off that he's still the leader.
Not show the not just for Anwar I mean a show for the outside of Malaysia
Who, man? You know what our famous
the foreign media
in the foreign media is it? Our foreign media is about corruption and plane crashes. These are the two things that we are more famous, man. Got what other thing people will look at us for? That's the only thing we are known for. Najib, 1MDB, MH, That's it. You think people will look at us still as like, oh, one of the growing economies of Southeast Asia? No, man. Our political instability cut that short already.
But if let's say, some foreign medias lah, they means the grief wave lah. The grief wave actually is from past ma. Actually, PH their warns I mean, if let's say PH they stay on, not say warn lah. Actually, they're also not warns, right? They still maintains Anhua as a PM. The investor will come in and continue to come into Malaysia and some things. It is a good news also actually.
But I mean, the opposition will argue against that lah, because like our currency still not performing, our inflation still going, all this thing. They will already say this ma. Even though I 100% will tell you, if PN come into power, not gonna change also lah. This one. But this is a never ending, because the whole part of our politician today is not to help the people. It's just to win only ma. And that's why this desire to win makes it like, you know, when it comes to something like a Merdeka that's supposed to unify together, it's more like we want to step over other people to become the best winner there lah.
Okay, actually our topic is Merdeka.
Yeah,
the
Merdeka,
why
come out is patriotic.
Okay, we will come back to the Merdeka topics.
I mean, okay lah. Let's talk about what's the things that you like most about celebrating Merdeka. It doesn't have to be like recent. Like, it couldn't be something from your long time ago. Lo. Do you even have anything you want to say that you like about Merdeka?
What? How was it yours?
For me, it's like like I said, back when I was younger, hang out with friends until Merdeka, and then shouting out Merdeka at midnight. You know. That used to be the funness of like coming together and then hanging out at McDonald's, when McDonald's used to be 24 hours and then there's no need to worry. We just lepak there and free flow Coca-Cola, lepak there, drink, and then, you know, chat.
But I remember my child times is really watching the TV2 or TV1s or whatever the RTM channels, and then see the parade, and then the people who are talking, and then just look at the TV, and then I see the
Merdeka Day itself.
Yeah, they see the plane outside do a parade, and then someone is passing by, because last time my grandparents, they have they're doing a small business at the Chowket, the side mom, and you can see the parade who are passed by the Chowket area there.
How patriotic do you feel you were when you were younger?
Mm.
How patriotic did you feel you were when you were younger? For me,
I think it's a child times. Yeah, I see the people who are especially the soldier, the armies. They do the parade. Do
you think like very proud or not you are when you were younger that time?
Because I'm the child, I feel one day I will become the armies. It's so cool, right?
That would definitely never work.
Definitely not, because the soldiers think the kids. You know, the child times we
you
play
imagine
with
how pure your mind to think that you Chinese can become a prominent askar, a soldier.
And no, actually now
I know Chinese there, but like it's more like an exception rather than the rule. Let's be real.
No, now youngster they can do it. You have to service to the country, to NS.
Yeah, but that is just training. It's not like you join the military. Like you don't join the navy or you join the.
But for the percentage of Chinese to join the military, is very low, 5% or 10%.
Exactly. Like, why is that?
I don't know why. How come Chinese is so little of people to join?
I mean, I'm definitely sure it's because the barrier entry for Chinese to join the army is quite higher, because it is a very Malay populated and Malay centric occupation. Like a lot of the things that provides for the army is like targeted specifically for Malay constituents or Malay work people.
Indian also less, right? Indian.
Oh, definitely yes. I mean, the few that they are, either you become the top level or you just nothing there. Very rarely you see like the rank and file, like different levels of different races there. It's not like a good mix. It's definitely like a unbalanced between the
I think our government or our Malaysians should have this NS service for all Malaysians to join the army. like Singapore or like Taiwan, they have to
But
mean 2 years to service to the country.
Oh, you mean like Korea, like the
Yes, to
military service?
The military service, no matter you want to join the army or don't want to join the army, after your universities, you have to join 2 years NS service, national service.
I think a lot of people would disagree with that. Most people don't like to.
I think
to
this
service
is good for the people, especially boy to become man, boy to man, right? The militaries.
Okay, man. I don't think military is the only path towards becoming an adult, lah.
Because
I don't.
you
here's
see,
the
the Malaysians, the lack of the discipline, the punctualities, all that. I think it's without this
You
military.
sound like old man like this. This is old man talk, lah. I don't agree with having military service as a form of patriotic duty.
No, some more you have to understand our country is.
No, because I don't think we should do that in terms of military service. I rather we focus on national service as in lines that make sense. Instead of just becoming army, why not we have national service in becoming doctors? Why not we have national service to become engineers for the government?
That one is different because the thing is you are because the military is to protect our countries, ma. This is very different.
Protect from who? Who want to attack us? Who?
Singapore, Thailand,
Who want to attack
Indonesia.
us? This is the funniest thing. People say, "Oh, we need army to protect us from who, man?"
No, the way not just the military, maybe it's the police and then the bomba.
Okay. The police, right?
All this is a government servants. The government servants we can do at NS, ma.
Again, like I said, it doesn't have to be military enforcement or police enforcement. Bomba, I will agree, actually. That is a good form of social service. But more towards that, I rather like healthcare. This is a much
social
more,
service, yeah.
or maybe like, even doesn't have to be healthcare. Maybe it's like mental care also. You can be a psychiatrist or you want to work charity. As long as like it instills the spirit to make your country better.
You know the spirit of Malaysians, like police, this bomba, the firefighters, or then what else? The police, this all is a government servant. It's more like a Malaysian thing.
But the thing is, the police thing doesn't really do much, lah. I'll be real, okay? What police? All they do is roadblock.
No, you have to choose the elite, ma. You have the choice. Maybe many people who are join NS, you got the elite. You can choose. You got more selections. You got more choice.
I think it's more towards like social services is more important in making people do that. Like you imagine, right? You are a student who just finished sekolah menengah or high school and then you are enrolled into a national service kind of like duty. But the national service duty doesn't have to be military, because military doesn't suit everyone. Let's be real. Not everyone is suited to become military man. Some would prefer rather like, become a cleaner. Some would prefer maybe become a nurse, all this thing. Why not we help?
Military is, teaching you. Military have the discipline, The more important, what's the core military is a discipline.
Okay.
So that's why they are.
You think becoming a nurse requires no discipline? You try working as a nurse, tell me no need discipline or not. I tell you.
Different discipline, I say. The army, the military, the punishment is more than the nurse. If let's say you late for work, the nurse, the punishment is very different, ma. For nurse, maybe they score you. You late for 10 minutes. Maybe
Bro,
you don't have any the lunch time. Just skip your lunch for your work.
You know what happened when a nurse doesn't do her job properly? People could die, man. I'm definitely sure you need to be on top of your game to become a nurse, man. If let's say a soldier is late, what happened? He just get the run around the thing, like, or maybe like push up or something, right?
Or something.
Some pumping, because for sure you as a soldier, right? You're not gonna be handling live ammo or you're in the middle of a war, ma. If you're late to a war, then that is a problem. But if you're late as a nurse, right, you might have missed out a patient. I think like that's much more important, But again, the degree of like instilling patriotic, spirit through military service, I don't think it worked for us because we did it, with national service, and it was terrible. And even you ask Singaporean or any country with like, forced conscription, they don't want to do it.
Actually, quite fun, I heard some of my friend, they mentions they do the not Malaysians lah, they're Singaporeans they mentions they can go to Taiwan and then some more is Thailand to do the NS. Yeah, some more they do the commando. They are surviving in the jungle. Something. It's also fun, It's something like the boy to experience to become a man. Then you can seriously, if from boy to become man, this is the transactions.
Yeah. I don't think we really need to worry about that. I rather we focus more about actually learning ways for you can
this
improve your
different
country
perspective lah.
Like I get where you come from in terms of like military is a good way to discipline your child basically.
Yeah.
But
you see,
there is a very old school mentality.
Yeah, it's all very old school mentality. But nowadays, nowadays, you see,
chill, bro.
You see, some of the Thailand side, the Thailand, even the lady boys and some more, they go for the NS service. You see the YouTube or some videos.
Yes, but you see how people don't like it so much that there's a lottery that you can have in order to escape national service. You see how people hate it so much until that level.
You see a lady boys become a soldier, how?
Like, why you want to force it like that? Like, that doesn't really install national pride to me. I don't think that install national pride. I rather that you install national pride through services that make sense. It doesn't have to be like military. It can be performing arts as well. Why not? You have to do national service to learn how to do wayang kulit or to play the gamelan. That can be a way to instill national pride as well. It doesn't have to be learn how to shoot a gun. That is the best way to protect your country. Like, that's not the only thing we can do.
Now got nuclear.
No need you watch guns. Oppenheimer, you see. Watch Oppenheimer.
Just one bomb, get Malaysia done.
That's why military warfare I think is stupid. Because at the end of the day, it's all about your nuclear bomb. Like one shot, that one is over already.
Yeah, this one bomb done already.
I don't know. Like, military I think is bloated lah to me. And surprisingly, right, Malaysia has a very good land army. Our apparently special forces in the army is surprisingly one of the best in Southeast Asia because we have good skills in guerrilla warfare or jungle warfare lah.
Navy
is quite okay as well. We don't talk about
the one movies.
We don't talk LCS That one is different But generally our army is quite good. The airspace tentera udara our jet fighter, all this not that good lah because we always seem to buy planes that we cannot use for some reason, so we don't talk about that. But our land army, very good actually. So I don't think we need to really improve our military that much because again, who we fighting, bro?
Show off our company. No, not company. Show off our not companies. Show off our countries. The way you see China's their national days always they have a parade. You see all the people.
The China soldier breaking stone all this.
They want to show off their abilities. They can conquer the whole world. So Malaysia also
this is a very man mentality, Just want to show off the
show off
how big their dick, how big the dick is. Oh, my dick very big, look at me. But at the end of the day, you as a normal person, you really don't care about military, what?
Maybe when to show off them, scared the Singaporean, the Singapore army.
I don't know how much requirements in terms of like we show off military power that much.
Put a stone in front of your chest.
Break it. Stupid lah. I mean, it's fun to watch lah. I just that shouldn't be the reason why we progress as a country lah. I hope not, man.
Maybe we put on the stone
on the ball there. Why is it always men one? Women cannot do this way.
I don't know. Woman is spy ma. Usually they are you use a woman as a spy. You know, last time the war.
You
you
watch
know,
too much movie already.
The Japanese, all the spies from Japan. You know.
You watch too much movie already. This is your sense of patriotic, huh? Like this, okay lah. We don't talk about that lah. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. Because like for me, it's like I used to be very patriotic lah. I would say when I was younger. Like when I used to live in overseas, I would stay up late at night until Merdeka Eve to you know.
Really? Serious?
Yeah. Because I really felt like, you know, back in the day when I was younger, I really believed in the unity of Malaysia, like the spirit of Malaysian. Like I was proud to be Malaysian. Then I realized what Mahathir did, and then I came back and I realized about BN.
You know what? When I got this pride of Malaysian, you know, the birthday, you know, the one day the birthday, all the Malaysians come out to really very united to be so want to the government is so corrupt.
That is actually quite
that one is some more is a lot of people, no matter it's Malay people, Chinese, Indian, all
really,
the people.
Even the people, the Aborigines or like the Dayak, Kalaza, everyone was united in the front of that. We want a clean government, right?
Yes, clean government. That time you see, I know that time do the rally, the rally, all the people is come out to do the rally, and then you see, they got the water pipe to shoot for the peoples, all the Malay people is to protect some of the ladies, the women with the children one, they protect.
Really, the unity of
the unities
of the
you can
people,
see. No matter you are Chinese or Malay, they are hey, come into the join us in the mosque. You come in the mosque, come into the mosque. Even the Chinese, they are asked the Chinese to come into the mosque. You see, at that time, really, we want
the
something. The spirit is there. Yeah, that time I feel we are really Malaysian, you know.
I'll be honest, I was a bit jaded at that time. I still felt like, you know, even Bersih was a great movement in terms of like really taking into action for the government to answer for their crimes. Because, you know, the reason why Malaysia was able to become together at that time because they had a common enemy. And that common enemy was?
Government.
Najib.
Like,
it took
Bosco.
It took that man stealing billions from the country in order for us to really become together. But of course, as soon as Mahathir came into the picture, I knew that there was like, it was over lah. That was the only time where I was like, sure, when Bersih 1 till 3, I was a bit like jaded lah. But 4.0, when it was really come to the time for general election and it was like, you know, there was really momentum swelling to overcome the dictatorship of UMNO. I was quite impressed by the spirit of Malaysia lah. Up until the point when Mahathir joined lah.
Yeah, I mean, if let's say Malaysia without Mahathir, I think Malaysia will be better. Do you think so?
Oh God. I can only imagine how beautiful Malaysia would have been, you know. I think would have been like even better than Singapore.
All the regulations, they are changed, even the law and regulation is because Mahathir, this fella. So unfair, even the patron, all this.
Hey, but when we were younger, we didn't realize that, man. We think, oh wow, we got Twin Tower, so beautiful. Oh wow, we got KL Rapid, wow, amazing. Oh wow, we get Proton Car.
You know, Malaysians is got the Petronas. Mahathir got Petron. This kind of thing, you know. It's an M.
That's the way.
M country, is it?
That's what happened. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever reach that point again. I don't think that we can ever reach that unity again at this level. Because like, oh, this is such a depressing Merdeka, man. Why like that?
Maybe we come to the same enemy again, then we are united.
I don't think it will be like that for a long time. It's We don't have that common enemy anymore.
God,
Who? Who?
you know,
US China
some days the enemy will come out.
The enemy is actually politician.
Though without this, all the politician, how we are our country to go forward.
How we elect people who actually represent the people Don't
Then
elect the.
you can see actually the politicians is the people who are elect these politicians become the politicians the leader
No, but then they become politician because they want the power, and they gain the votes by speaking to the people in the way that people want.
Maybe we are hire the AI to become our politicians or the leaders.
It's safe that will ever happen. A benevolent AI that will actually lead to the betterment of humanity. AI also cannot, ChatGPT also cannot give you good answer when you ask a question. How you want to give AI to better the country?
But for us, I think every country also got the got problem or issues. But we now, I think, our PM or Anhua, give him 5 years.
I mean, I already don't like what is happening with him right now. Already not doing so well
But should give him some times The rest.
In terms of economic perspective, yes, give him some time. But in terms of like social policies, I don't agree already with what he's doing, because like the recent LGBT case, the what Swatch, the Pride watches got taken away by the government because it includes Pride collection. What kind of policies is this, man? You are so concerned about Pride watches compared to like, I don't know, states where there's like floodings and whatnot. Like this is more important, right? Is it? So that's why I'm not really too high on Anwar already. Sure, it's not as bad as Muhyiddin.
Maybe Najib can him.
Yes, in the end of the day, we have to go back to the person who's guilty of corruption. This is our choice.
Already 1 year in the jail.
Not even a 1 year, bro. Less than 1 year. Not even a full 1 year.
Boss school.
Rosma not even go to jail yet. Rosma got her passport to go visit her daughter, man. In Singapore. What are you talking? Malaysia, no problem. So for those who are celebrating Merdeka, I hope you're grateful that we're not a burning country yet. We're not like France yet.
Burning.
Okay, now let's end on what we're gonna do for Merdeka this year. Any plans?
I will come back for.
Oh, you're traveling, right?
Traveling. I will come back to Malaysia for celebration.
Will you actually celebrate, man?
No, I'm watching a TV. See, got the Siara Langsung from the parade.
Probably. I'm probably just gonna stay home as well.
Watch TV watch the parade.
I don't even watch TV, bro. Watch YouTube there.
Watch YouTube lah. I mean, watch nowadays. Watch YouTube lah. Watch YouTube the parade now.
Like we're probably just stay home. I'm
see what Anhua will be talking lah.
Plus, I'm staying in like center of KL, so I probably hear a lot of fireworks.
Firecrackers and fireworks.
The explosion around here. Probably I'll sleep early as well. Maybe not stay late until. I used to like stay up late until 12, to shout Merdeka but nowadays
Merdeka is not. I think it's nothing for adult now for us.
No, but like I remember back in the day, like adults also came out, to celebrate with the family in the fields there until late night.
Maybe you go to Baskin Robbins, they got Merdeka sales or something.
3-1.
Yeah.
Way past already. Again, so like for me, it's like Merdeka is gonna be just a day I can relax, not really do anything. I wish I would have been much more spirited to really celebrate Malaysia, but like I don't think in recent years there's been any reason for me
Maybe
to really be patriotic.
you're gonna make a song for Merdeka or something, right? You compose a song.
In my old band, I did create a song that really is about like the spirit of Malaysian. But and we created that song during the Bersih movement, you know. So it's like, wow, we got patriotic, but after a few years, I see, you know lah. Okay, let's end it on that. It seems like we're gonna end it on a bad note, but it is still Merdeka, and if you feel the spirit of patrioticness in you, by all means, celebrate lah.
Yeah, because we are in Malaysia, we are in KL, we are not feel so much the pride.
Don't just say KL lah. Like,
if let's say you are an overseas, like you are in China or in some other places, you feel, I feel lonely because when I take a homesick. You are thinking of Malaysia because this 31st August is a Merdeka days. So it's like, if without Malaysians, without me, if let's say this motherland is
never existed.
Yes,
and we wouldn't have such a unique perspective.
Yep.
Malaysian.
Even we don't have this Malaysia, this piece of land. I cannot speak well in Bahasa. I don't have any education. Maybe I some other place else. We have to gratitude. Right?
Okay, next year we will have to be more patriotic. This year I tried to be a bit patriotic by wearing red just to show semangat. Next year we will wear baju of the gemilang. Okay, that's enough for today.
Thank you, everyone.
If you enjoyed this episode, as always, do share, like, subscribe. Again, thank you for listening to us. If you got any ideas how you're gonna celebrate Merdeka, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
And we will see you guys.
Wish you all Merdeka.
Happy Merdeka.
Yes.
And we will see you guys on the next episodes. Until then, goodbye.
Bye bye.